Mizutina.
Hey everyone, might as well do another video, but this time it is about March on Earth. Honestly, if you watched the last video, I mentioned that I was reading it. I lied. I have now finished it. Here is volume 1 with the little chocobo. Yes, turn, face. Yes. It was very interesting as it starts the story off with Yuzu raising Sho by herself, as well as the interactions between her and Seta, and I forgot the brother's name already. I suck, and I just finished reading it and I already forgot characters' names. I'm doing very well on that. But that doesn't matter. Eventually, she meets another character in there named Takato, who is basically Sho's dad. And, well, it's interesting because he wants to now be a part of the life that he never knew he helped make. Which is great because I think, oh, that's awesome. But I'm kind of giving it away now, even though I might as well make this a spoiler video. So, congratulations, first spoiler video. Um, does she raise up to the challenge of raising a baby on her own? In the first volume, you're not too sure because it's only the beginning. And then you have the final volume, the second one, which answers the question that, yes, in her own way, she eventually lives up to being a mother, and a sister, and an aunt, and a father, and everything to little Sho. But it also shows how she develops as a character and eventually realizes that even though there's people all around her helping, she also shouldn't do things she's going to regret later, such as not going to pursue her dreams and opting to raise Sho instead. But her classmates and all that eventually convince her to raise Sho, but not giving up on her dream of becoming a lawyer so she can change the world around her. Also, my favorite parts of this whole manga series is actually the Christmas events where shows like, I want a gaga or a bicycle, and Yuzu works really hard to make at least his dreams come true a little bit, and I find that really cute. I really enjoyed this manga. It is actually came out like 2009 in English. It's only a 2-volume series. And honestly, at first I was unsure about reading it. It just didn't grab me, like most mangas can, within the first chapter or two. But then I kept reading it because I was determined to finish it, because, 2 volumes, can't be that bad. And it did. It really grabbed me after a while because it started to really roll. And it was a really interesting read. The art is cute, even though sometimes it somewhat bothers me. I also like the character development they added in the second volume, where she interacts more with her schoolmates and that, and Sho interacts with them too, and everyone loves him because, oh, he's such an adorable little kid type ideal. Normally this is not the type of manga I'd read, but I'm glad I gave this a go. It's not bad. I really enjoyed it, and it's actually good for that size. The art's cute. Mikase Hayashi, you did an amazing job, and I'm sorry for butchering your name again. So, I might make this a part of the video for Manga Monday, so welcome to Manga Monday. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you don't mind the fact that it's a bit spoilerish, in the fact that you find out who Sho's daddy is. That dude with the glasses. But it is actually really cute, and you should all give it a read. Hey, it's Easter today, and today we're doing another manga read. Well, actually, I'll think of a better name for that. Today, this is part 2. I know the background's different, the lighting is shit, because, shitty weather. But hey. But anyway, today is Glass Wings by Misuzu Asaoka. It is a collection of short stories to me. It's interesting, not that great, but that's just my opinion there. So basically, it follows broken people in a way, which are suffering from some sort of ailment, or there's some sort of special being. I think the first 2 stories, if I can find it, synopsis page. Not a synopsis page. Chapter. There we go. Okay, you got Glass Wings, which lasts 3 episodes. Firefly, Giant Princess, and then your postscript. Out of all of them, I like the Giant Princess the most because it's basically kind of really dark, where basically a girl is taken to look like someone else so that they cure them of all their ailments, anything that befalls them that's negative. And basically, she becomes really attached to her charge. Yes, charge. And at the end, she kind of, because they separate for at one point, and then she comes back, and then they realize the charge realized she actually really liked the girl, and then the girl, kind of went, "No, you're not the real her," and then dies. I think, yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. I'm trying to confuse you all because I don't want to spoil too much. Glass Wing seems to revolve around a brother and a sister with the death blood, which means anything that touches it gets infected and dies. And the 3 chapters is basically the 2 characters are trying to run away from their mother because they don't really like how abusive and that she is to them. They end up dying or disappearing. The ending's not quite sure, so I'm going to say they ran away. Firefly is about a demon who fleshes for the corpse blood. Forgot the other one. There you go, that's Glass Wings. I think that's all of them. I'm thinking there's another one. There isn't another one. The art is really pretty, really detailed. It sort of reminds me of Clamp. For all I know, the creator could have been associated with Clamp. Nah, I don't think so. But it is interesting. The art and the cover, I think, is really pretty, and that's the major points here. Where the story itself, I liked it, but at the same time I didn't like it. I couldn't really get into it. I couldn't really enjoy it. But as I said, the art really won it over. It's really, really pretty, really detailed. Let's go to a random page. See, look at that detail. It's the clothing, the design. And this is just a cover page for that chapter. And it's simple, yet complex. How I feel about it, it wasn't a bad read, but it wasn't a good read either. I'm in the middle. I recommend it if you want to do a short read, but I wouldn't recommend it otherwise. Unless you like dark stories, which don't seem to end well for anyone. Because by the looks of it, a lot of people die. As I said, I like the art. I like the fact that it's a one-shot, but a collection of stories in it. What I disliked was kind of all the stories except for Giant Princess, which I actually kind of enjoyed. Yeah, it's really hard to tell you what I liked about it, considering I disliked the story. It didn't quite win me over. It took me a while to get into it, but I eventually finished it. The art's pretty. That's definitely going for it. The other part I dislike is the fact it's Tokyo Pop, so it's going to be a butt to find. Yeah, as you can tell, it is quite pricey. And it includes GST, which sucks major balls. I also like the fact they have a few ads. I love ads. And then you got the creator's postscript. They are a cat. Nyan nyan. And then details about what they liked and disliked about doing it, which I think is pretty cool. Overall, as I said, it's, if you like one-shots and a collection of short stories in one book, you would definitely like Glass Wings. But otherwise, it's a really dark story. Lots of blood, lots of death. I give it a 3 because it doesn't suck that much, but it's not that great. It's in the middle for me, now that I think about it. Considering things like Amnesia Labyrinth managed to get a 0. Technically a 1 because I had to be nice and give it a ranking. And Wallflower at 2 stars. Yeah. Well, bookmarks. let's go back to my bookmark system. So this gets a 3 bookmarks. If I had 3 bookmarks lying around right now, I'll probably put them in the picture. Hey, bonus. I do. I have 3 bookmarks. 1 bookmark. 2 bookmark. 3 bookmarks. Ta-da! Glasswing earns 3 bookmarks. And remember, kiddies, read all the things. Yay!